Okay, we should be live. Let me go make sure we are. Okay. All right, you guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Give it just a second. I want to make sure everybody can hear us before we dive into this, because I have been known to go on and nobody ever hear me. So, we're live. Can you hear me? Okay. Dum, da-da-dum, dum, da-dum. Let's see. It'll take just a minute. Okay, Gary can hear us. Awesome. So, I am Lindsay Rhodes, for those of you that don't know me, and I am what we call an internet marketer. I make money playing on Facebook, really. So, and tonight we're going to show you how. You guys are going to have to bear with me. I have a really bad cold. I've had it for like a week and a half. So, needless to say, I may sound like a broken record or something, you know, like a what is that, a frog in your throat? So, you guys bear with me. So, especially if I get all excited, because then my voice starts cracking. But anyways, tonight we are going to actually teach you how to work from home as well, okay? We actually work a couple hours a day on our computer right from our home. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So, first, I want to introduce our main speaker. Her name is Miss Sherry. She decided to speak so that, you know, you guys could probably understand her since my voice is so cracky. So, this girl, she come in, I guess she's been doing this a little over a year. And she's got her kids at home. She is a pastor's wife. She is awesome. So you guys watch the profanity, you know. I'm not saying you would, but I'm just saying. She's actually going to come on and tell you her journey, okay? Sometimes it's important to know somebody's journey so that you can understand how they came to be. And the goal with this is to inspire you to, number one, take action. Number two, to have a different way of thinking in life. And number three, to join our amazing team, right? So, Sherry, you want to come out? Sherry?
I'll take this off mute real quick. I'm getting honestly a lot of friend requests coming in right about now. Can everybody see me? You can see me okay? I have a slightly different setup tonight than norm. I'm in my other bathroom, so I'm a little further away from the computer as I would be in my bedroom bathroom. This is the quietest place in the house, so I always come to my bathroom and do it as opposed to sitting at my desk, because my desk is out in the open. So whatever, needless to say, we're here. And it's not by coincidence, it's not by chance that you arrived at this point. So I want to pose a question to you. Sorry, some people are trying to get on and I'm trying to help them. Yes, get on. The link is on my wall. Sorry. So I want to pose a question to you. What would you do if you're working, or if you have another source of income, or if you're at home? What would you do if whatever source of income that you had suddenly stopped? What would you do? Where would you go? What could you say? How would you feel? How would you explain that to your family? I'm going to give you a minute to think that through just for a minute. would you do? Where would you go? What would you say? What would be your response to being let go of, or your income that you currently have suddenly stopped? I thought about this question today as I get many inboxes of people saying how badly they need this, how much this opportunity would greatly help them, how another stream of income would change their life, how another stream of income would help them help their husbands, husbands help their wives, that they could do so much with their children if they just had another stream of income. So, what would you do? What would your answer be? Where would you go? How would you feel? Would you feel that you were taken advantage of, the control that you thought you once had of your life would be stripped away from you? I too was able to answer the very question that I posed to you. And my response was, I do whatever it took to ensure that I was swimming. I was making the strides in life that I decided that I wanted to make. How did I come to this decision? How did I come to this point where I was faced with even the question of what would I do? Well, let me tell you a little bit about me. 2012, I had just had a baby, was on maternity leave, and things were getting a little tight in the house, and it was maternity leave was up, and I was forced with, are you going to leave your baby, put her in daycare, and your son in daycare, and go back to work? Did you want the stay-at-home lifestyle? Did you want to do something different? Did you want to go back to the career that you had before? I was faced with all these choices and all these decisions that I needed to make. But then I found somebody that was online generating $1,500 in 5 days. And I said to myself, could this be true? Could this be something that I can turn around and duplicate? And I said to myself, I need it, I want it, and if she can, so can I. And guess what, guys? I took action. I took action, and the first week of me starting, I was able to generate $240 my first week of getting started, and consistently generating income because I took action. Because I answered that question for myself, I wasn't leaving it into the hands of my current employer or my previous employer. I took control of my life because I decided that this can't be it. I should be able to decide for myself. And I think a lot of times we, as the general public, we get sidetracked by what society says that we should be doing, and we fail to realize that control has been stripped out of our hands, and that our life is then in turn laid in the hands of corporate America. And you don't have to live that way. You don't have to live that type of lifestyle, because there's millions of opportunities out there, maybe thousands, millions of thousands of opportunities out there where you can generate great income from home, or that are outside of your traditional 9-to-5 setting. And a lot of times we fail to realize that simply because we've been brainwashed into the fact that if you're not sitting at a cubicle, or if you're not signing papers or signing your life away, or leaving your home to drive 45 minutes to an hour to a building, or if you're not fitting that description, it's not legitimate work. And I'm here to dispel those myths. I'm here to let you know that I'm a real person just like you, stay-at-home mom, two children, 2-car garage. We pay mortgage, we pay car payments, and I've been able to double what I was making on my 9-to-5. I was a preschool teacher working with other people's children, which I love to do, but here I am with my own two, and I want to invest in them, and I want to love on them, and I want to spend quality time with my family, but I didn't want to sacrifice the income. So I answered the very question that I posed to you all when we first got on. What would you do? Would you take control? Will you decide that, hey, I can do that too? Will you think enough of yourself to be able to turn around and duplicate what someone else is doing? Well, I did. Got started. My 2-year mark will be October 10th of generating income right from home. I've been on vacation where I've made great money. I've been visiting family members, making great money. So this thing is not something where you have to sit at the computer all day. Nope. You connect with a few people, and after you connect with a few people, you go about your day. You have fun with your family. You have fun with your kids. For the month of August, I was able to generate over $3,800 from home. Never in my lifetime have I been able to generate such great income while enjoying life. Now, you've taken vacations with your family, and you've had to put in paid leave and vacation time. You've been able to get paid doing that, but have you been able to get paid while you're at the swimming pool, while you're at the playground with your kids, while you're on vacation, while you're taking care of your sick child because they can't go to school because they're throwing up everywhere, but yet you generate $600 in the same day? Nope. Not in corporate America. It's not happening. You had to take off work. You had to either pay for a babysitter, which the money that you're going to work to make, you're turning around and having to pay somebody because you can't miss work because you're taking care of your child. So these are the type of things, the quality of life that you want to have, the time freedom that you want to be able to initially invest back into your life is all worth it. I got started. Reason why you're here is because you're looking for something. You're in search of a change. You're in search of how can I take my family, how can I take my life to the next level. But let me tell you something. Without action, you're going to keep getting the same result. Nothing changes unless something changes. So if you're going to keep going around the same mountain, you're going to keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same result. And if you keep getting the same result, you're going to be frustrated. You're not going to live the lifestyle that you want. You're not going to be able to enjoy the things that you desire to enjoy. You're not going to be able to go where you want. You're not going to be able to experience the lifestyle that you desire for your family. So what you're here initially today to do is, here's some other success stories so that you can take action. Find out what it is that we do so that you can decide. You can take control. You can make the move. You can decide how your life is going to be ran, what type of income you want to draw from this great, awesome opportunity. Well, I got started. I've been able to generate over $85,000 from home. Am I a guru? No. Am I somebody that's been doing internet marketing or affiliate marketing or being self-employed? No. I was somebody that thought I would always work for a corporation. I thought I was somebody that would always work for somebody else until I found this great opportunity that has opened my eyes to internet and to networking and to the technology age. The face of income is changing. The face of growing a business is changing. You see it every day that you're on Facebook, on Instagram. Even the major stars and people that we have in entertainment industry, they're even building themselves via the internet. So if they can take this concept and continue to generate income and millions of dollars from us common people, why can't we take the same concept and grow ourselves and generate great income from home? So you're here to take action. You're here to hear success stories. You're here to understand what it is that we do. All we do is connect to each other, one another, people all over. Whoever brought you here after this webinar, you want to connect back with them and get started generating income from home. What we do is basically promote major Fortune 500 companies via the internet. Instead of using your traditional advertisement platform, which is, we all know, we watch it every day, TV, instead of spending billions of dollars into TV commercials and TV advertisements, which can cost billions, they use the Z&Z platform. They use the platform and they use us, common people. A lot of times people will trust people more than they'll trust an advertisement. They'll trust my word because, hey, that's my mom, that's my sister, that's my in-law, that's my cousin. They'll trust me that, oh, I tried that before, and guess what? It was great. You should get it. You should try it. So basically, they're using our word of mouth to spread the word, tell other people about the business, and then everybody that gets started and everybody that's generating income from it gets an opportunity to sample products. Products designed for, or products that retail at $100, $200, $85. High retail product at a very low cost. Now, do you always have to go on and sample products? No. All you do is you sample products one time, meet their requirement. Now, anybody can get started with Z&Z. It is free to register. You hear that? Free to register. However, if you want to qualify to get the payout from the business, you'll have to meet your offer requirement. It is free to register, plain and simple. Don't overthink this process. Free to register, free to get started. Why? Because there are two sides to what we do, income and advertisement. Income in that we're able to generate income from the opportunity. Once we meet the offer purchase requirement, we can start referring other people to the opportunity and generating a great cash flow. I believe the range for Z&Z is $100 to $112, depending on what site you promote between Z&Z 1 and Z&Z 2, and they cash. So generating that type of income from home, you get two people signed up in one day. That's over $200 in one day. A lot of people cannot make that on a 9 to 5. I always tell people that anybody from any walk of life can get signed up with Z&Z and promote and make some awesome money. Doesn't matter if you're a convict, if you have a felony. It doesn't matter if you don't have a degree. It doesn't matter if you went to school and stopped, if you have associates, a bachelor's, a master's. Does not matter. That's what's so awesome about the opportunity. It doesn't care about your background. It doesn't care. All you do is network, talk to people. If you can talk to people, which if you couldn't talk to people, you wouldn't be here now because you had to talk to somebody to get here. So we're here to take action. We're here to understand what we need to do to start generating a cash flow from home. Consistently making money for 2 years now from somebody, myself, that never thought I would be self-employed, never thought that I would do something as this opportunity that I've been given, never thought that I would get out of the box that society had placed me in. So we're going to hear some success stories from some of our leaders on the panel. about their opportunity getting started, how it's changed their lives, and the income that they've been able to generate and how long. If all of us can do this, there should be no reason why you can't. So after we hear these success stories, we're going to actually direct you to the link that's just below you. So the person that brought you here, there's a link right underneath the video that you're viewing or the chat role that you're chatting in. You want to click on that and get started and start your income flowing from home. So we'll go with the first leader. We'll start with Corey, then we'll go to Joe, and then we'll go to Lisa, Nikki, Rhonda, and then we'll end up with Lindsay, and she'll close us out for the evening. Oh, okay, then we'll skip you, Lisa. She doesn't have a mic or camera. So we'll start with Corey. Corey, I think he's our youngest on the panel, and maybe one of the last to get started, right, Corey?
Yeah, I'm 25. I've been on the team for a little over a year now. I'm doing okay, though. I'm making anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a week, just working a couple hours a day. It's not too bad. When I first got started, though, for the first about 6 months, I was only doing it on part-time. You know, I didn't really take it too serious. I was, you know, just doing it here and there, posting a Facebook post every once in a while. But I still managed to make, you know, like $1,000 a month. And it was, you know, really helping out with the bills and everything. And then probably sometime around the beginning of the year, I decided to, you know, go real full force into things and take it a little bit more serious. And since then, it's really taken off for me. I've actually just got back from a vacation not too long ago. I was on a 10-day vacation to Florida. It was really nice. I got to see some family I haven't seen in a little while. So I was pretty fortunate to be able to do that because of this opportunity. I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise. This is actually really helped out with the bills and everything past, you know, like 6 months here is actually taking care of all my bill payments. I haven't even have to, you know, worry about it. It's actually paid it usually about halfway through the month. So it's really changed my life around. I was actually, when I first found the opportunity, I was, you know, on hard times, and I was selling stuff on Facebook group pages. That's actually how I ran into the ad for the first time. And I actually ended up spending my last $13 that I had just to get started. And then I ended up making, you know, like $300 within a couple of days. So it ended up working out pretty nice for me. And I wasn't actually even in the best of health. I actually have some health issues for those that know me. I actually have some pretty bad stomach problems from being run over by a semi-truck. So it kind of keeps me from having a regular 9-to-5 job. So this has actually helped me a lot. Otherwise, I would be struggling to pay my bills. But I was sponsored by Joe. He's on the panel tonight too, so you'll get to hear from him later tonight. Those that are here for me, you'll get to see my sponsor. He hasn't been on in a while, so it'll be interesting to hear what he's got to say. But that's pretty much all I got to say tonight. Who is going to go next? Rhonda?
Hello. Can everybody hear me?
Joe. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Hey, great job, Corey. Sherry, it was awesome. This is Joe Batron. I think it's really kind of neat when we're sitting here looking at this and we're talking about working with people online and sharing the opportunity. Corey and I met through Facebook, although we both lived in Florida at the time. I believe he's in Ohio now. But it's really neat to kind of see and appreciate the situation of being able to help other people. I remember when Corey first got started and was having a little bit of a hard with health issues and things of that nature, and we were just patient and we were persistent and we were consistently spreading the word out there, and I'm really proud to see the accomplishments that he's made. I got started in this back in 2012. I had worked in and out of corporate America. I have started different companies, flooring service, restaurant business. I was licensed in real estate for 12 years. Had my own company then until the market kind of crashed. I had always wanted something, even though I'd had my own businesses, I always wanted something that I could kind of automate a little bit and put on autopilot. And I was searching around, and the power of the internet is so phenomenal. I'm 2.5 years into this that I've been able to work for myself online from home, or should I say from all those who know me on the panel, I've been all over the country in the last 3 years, from Seattle to Florida, from California. I'm sitting in Minnesota right now. I've been in Indiana, Kansas, Phoenix. I've got to see a lot of family, visit a lot of friends, met people in person that I've actually had met and worked with online. I saw a tweet on Twitter. Now, on Twitter, you get 140 characters, and it said, "Got no scratch to get started. Check out Scratch Marketing." And I said, hey, that's me. I didn't have a lot of money. I was actually on unemployment. I had been working for a corporate company that's actually one of the largest restaurant chains in the world. You guys can kind of figure that one out, who that might be that's involved in seafood. And I had just gotten fed up one day and had a little bit of a disagreement, and I clocked out that night and said, you know what, this is the last time I'm ever going to do this again. It was, at the time, I didn't realize it was probably one of the best decisions I've made, and I'm not going to say it was extremely easy to do, but if you have the heart and the passion and desire, it's very simple. It's nothing that we don't already do. As Sherry was alluding to, you know, think of when you go to a store and you see a sale on something, and you're talking to your buddy, or you're talking to your girlfriend, or, you know, a family member or something. You wouldn't believe it. And I was just at Home Depot, and they got these whatever, palm trees on sale. I know you've been wanting to, you know, fix up your yard and your landscape and all that. You're spreading the word for Home Depot. You're spreading the word to your friends and family and people that you encounter and come across. You know, these are things that you already do. We don't do anything different like that. We're working with major Fortune 500 companies. This isn't something that's fly by night. The company Z&Z that we work with has been around since 2007 in July. So they've just passed their 7-year anniversary. They've paid out close to $10 million to people like you and I. One of the other things that, as I did mention, I was on unemployment when I had actually found this. I think I spent like $15, $16 total, which was out of the last 100 that I had going for this opportunity. And I just simply started spreading the word out and putting in, you know, using social media, Facebook, little posts here and there, and I actually went and learned. Lindsay and I met really relatively quickly after I had gotten started. I believe she started a little bit before me in December of that the previous year. Sorry, there's a train going by here. But next to the train tracks in the glass factory, it's kind of fun. They run 24 hours. So pardon me if the noise gets a little loud. But one sec. All right, seems to be fading a little bit. What really excited me about this is that there's no monthly fees. We don't pay Z&Z. We don't pay the company a dime. We don't pay them anything. It's what I think a lot of people have a misconception when they're trying to inquire about it, and they say, hey, does it cost any money? It's like, no, it doesn't cost any money to work with Z&Z. It doesn't cost any money to put a post on your Facebook page, or put a tweet out on Twitter, or, you know, put a picture up on Pinterest and link it into a site or anything like that. We don't ever pay them a dime. Okay, if you want to promote the companies and you want to promote, you know, the programs as they're broken down into different programs, you simply participate with a couple of different companies. And if you're doing a credit report, you're participating with that company. I'm going to tell you a really cool way this works, because before I ever even knew what this was, I wanted to check out my credit. So I went to freecreditreport.com. Everybody saw the TV commercials with the guys in the band playing the songs and all that. And I said, you know, let me check this thing out. So I got a credit report for free, and I said, you know, I want to keep an eye on my credit. I want to see, you know, kind of challenge myself to challenge some things on there and see what I could do as far as cleaning it up. Well, I decided after that free trial, it didn't cost me a dime, didn't pay anybody anything, and I decided to become a customer. And for 3 years, I paid $15 a month. That's $180 a year. That's $540 that I paid freecreditreport.com for their service over a 3-year period because of a free trial. People don't really understand how this works and why it works a lot of the times, and that's a perfect example of how and why. Why do they give free trials? Why are they willing to pay us to bring them potential customers to try out their products and services? Because they know a percentage of the people are going to stay a customer. I stayed a customer for 3 years after a free trial. Let's say they paid out $20 for whoever referred me to that free trial. Like that's what Z&Z does. They pay Z&Z. They say, hey, thank you for bringing the advertising and the people into our company. We're going to pay you a commission. And Z&Z says, hey, Joe, Sherry, Corey, Lindsay, great job. You know, here's some money for bringing some people in, you know, to try out the product and service, whether they keep it or not. As I mentioned, I paid $540 over a 3-year period of time for a company that I did a free trial with. They can afford to pay $20, $30 to bring in a lead for somebody to try their product and service because they know in the long run they're going to make a lot of money. They're going to make a larger amount of money with the more avenues that they have. TV has changed. People, you know, have TiVo and DVRs. I don't remember the last time I really watched a commercial, unless I wasn't paying attention, I was at somebody else's place or something along those lines. We record our shows, we skip through all the commercials. Doesn't make sense for these companies to continue to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on advertising when nobody's watching them. Okay, it makes sense for them to pay smaller amounts of money to people that are like us that are using social media. I like to call it, you know, word of mouth advertising on steroids, because it's not me running around the streets or the block down the block or sitting at the park talking to people. I can reach hundreds, if not thousands, of people every single day. Most of you, or a lot of you, have probably come in off of Craigslist, or you've come in off of Facebook. Facebook is the #2 platform in the world, meaning that there are more people in the world that are coming to that. The only place that more people are going in the world than Facebook is Google. You know, it's just very, very simple. We have a solid team. You can see the panel. There's 300-400 people in our group. We have almost 24-hour support. You have questions, you need help, you jump online, you jump in the group, you post a question. Somebody jumps in there and helps you out. I've got 2.5 years. Nikki's got 2.5 years. Corey's over a year. Lindsay's got close to 3 years. I know Sherry from a couple other groups. She might not remember me, but now I remember her. We were in a couple other groups when we first got started there, and this girl came out on fire. I was extremely impressed. But she was blowing me away the way she was blowing this up in the beginning, and it's kind of fun to see the evolution and see how it's evolved, and it's just real simple. It's, you know, there's nothing really difficult about it. You've got to make a conscious decision, you know, as to whether you're going to, you invest in yourself and your family, and that's why I did it. I wanted my freedom. As I said, I've been able to take my laptop all over the country. What I love the most is that Z&Z pays out within 24 hours. There's a lot of companies that say, hey, you know, come join us, and, you know, at the end of the month, we'll pay you, you know, 3 weeks down the road, and you're looking going, wait a minute, that's like 7-8 weeks away. My kids need to eat. With Z&Z, you get started, you get fired up, you jump in there with one of us on the team, and you're paid in 24 hours right to your PayPal account. PayPal will even give you a debit card because they want to keep the money in their accounts so that you'll spend it off of there, or you can transfer it to your bank accounts as well. It's very, very real money. I've been living out of PayPal for the last 3 years. Anyways, I'm going to kind of let a couple other people jump in on the panel there. As I said, I'm going on 2.5 years. I've been able to travel all over the country. It cost me a few dollars. I had to laugh. I just went to the convenience store across the street and I dropped $10. And people complain about spending $3, $4, $5, $6, maybe $10 to do a couple little trial offers that they're not committed to. There's no commitment. All you got to do is try it. You get your credit. You don't have to keep it. There's no obligations. There's no monthly expenses. There's no nothing. I mean, you can't go out to lunch. I went to Burger King when I was in Florida before I flew up here to my daughter's in Minnesota, and it cost me $9.25 for a value meal. I was like, wow, you know, prices are just going crazy. I mean, you have a full-fledged business that you can operate for $10, $15 one time, get started. As Corey mentioned, this leads to a lot of other things. I've been working in other business where I've been generating over $10,000 a month in cash flow and revenue because I saw a tweet on Twitter that said, got no scratch to get started, check out Scratch Marketing. So take this very, very seriously. It's viable, it's legitimate. There's an entire team to work for you. Thank you guys for having me on the panel this evening. It was, as always, I enjoyed it. I guess I'm not sure who else is going to come up, whether it's Nikki or Rhonda or Lindsay, but it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Nikki?
Rhonda, you want to go real quick, and then I'm going to jump on.
Okay, you guys. I really don't have that much to say, except I agree with everything that these people have said tonight. It definitely is a great opportunity, and it can be life-changing. I want to tell you that we do have an awesome team, and there is so much support within the team. If you do have any questions, be sure to ask any of us, ask whoever sent you to this site tonight, and be sure to get on board, because if you don't make a difference now, nobody else is going to do it for you. It's definitely made a difference in my life. I enjoy helping others and enjoy seeing the difference that it's made in other people's lives.
Awesome. Okay, Nikki may be tending to her kids. I'm not sure. Nikki, are you there? If not, I'm going to show you guys some proof, because, you know, we could sit up here and say this all day long, but don't you guys want to see proof that it's real? Y'all just have to deal with my scratchy voice, but I'm going to teach y'all a few things too, okay? Because, you know, it's always good to learn. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log into my Z&Z account, okay? Let me share my screen here. Okay. So there are two sites that we do. We do Z&Z1 and Z&Z Big Cash, okay? And the reason why is one pays out $25 per completed requirement, and Z&Z pays out, Big Cash pays out $75. So it's a total of $100, okay? So as you can see, I'm going to go over here to offers, or I'm sorry, order. I made my first payment of $60 in Z&Z1, okay, on 12/7/2011, okay. Back then it only paid $20. Now it pays out $25. So as you can see, I'm just going to kind of scroll down through here. I mean, I'd get 20, 40, 60. I've even gotten as much as 100, 120 right here just off of Z&Z1, okay, at a time. So if you do the math, that's 6 people that completed Z&Z1 that day, okay. Here's another one a couple of days later. 5 of them completed that one day, okay. And here again, 6 of them completed one day. And I mean, this is just one site, okay? Like I said, we get paid $25 now, but for the longest time we got paid $20. Here I got 7 people, okay, to complete. No, yeah, 7. I can't do my math, but that's good because I don't have to know math, right? So this country girl, which I'm going to tell you my story here in just a little bit. If I can do this, y'all are going to be rich, okay? So, anyways, I just kind of wanted to show you proof. And then, of course, I've got a payment in for, I just got paid $50 yesterday and $75 the other day, okay? Now, let's go over here to Big Cash. And, by the way, I tell you what, I'm even going to log out and log back into my account because sometimes, you know, that just helps. You see me. My email, most of you know, is rhodeslindsay@hotmail.com. Log in. Okay. This is my this is mine. Okay. I'll even go up here and see that you can see it's my name. So with that being said, let's click on order. On 12/9/2011 I got paid $84. Now this month with Z&Z Big Cash, a lot of times they do promotional. The set price is $60 a person, okay? But it's always at least anywhere from $72 to I think $84 is the most we've ever gotten paid from one person doing offers in this site, okay? So as you can see, I came in on fire, okay? So I was making $252 in a day. 312. I mean, I'm just going on and on. 234, 75, 78. And guys, if you'll notice the days, I mean, it's pretty much every day that you can make money, okay, as long as you work. So 243. Here I got paid. God, look at this. This one day was 216. These are all just days apart right here. Okay, I made well over $1,000 that week. Okay, well over in just a few days. So, I mean, you know, I just want to show you guys that, hey, we're not just sitting up here telling you this. We're being honest. Okay, so anyways, that's just proof. Now, let's go to what you got to do. we completed some offers, guys. These are some cool products, like Gamefly. I have that. I love it, okay? My kids can order a game and play it for as long as they want, and it doesn't charge me $2 a day or whatever. So my kids love that. I actually have creditreport.com because I want people, you know, I want to manage my credit. So, I mean, and I did all of these before I knew about Z&Z. You know what I mean? These are the offers that I completed. It was something called Bill My Parents. I did Privacy Guard. I bought a magazine subscription for my kids, which we still have, and I did Blockbuster, which we still have. Okay, and we also have the Big Fish games because my kids they love games. Now, these aren't offered anymore, but now they're promoting Disney Book Club, Dr. Seuss, Disney Movie Club. A lot of you moms know these. If you're a slot fan, you know, I mean, there's just tons of different cool stuff in here that we promote, okay? So now I'm going to teach you how you're going to promote. So I'm going to take this off of screen share. Okay, you guys see me? All right, so think about this. Every day that you post something on Facebook, let's say you went and watched a really good movie. Like, okay, I'll even, you women will know a little bit about this, but the Twilight series, you know, that was huge. It was popular. Every time somebody went and watched that movie and posted something from it, you were selling. Did you know that? But the thing was, you weren't getting paid for it. That's it. So you sell stuff every day, guys. I understand selling is kind of scary. You know, people say, well, I don't want to sell, but you sell every day. Honestly, guys, if you don't sell, you don't have a job. If you work at a convenience store and you're rude and hateful to customers, you don't have a job. If you work at a factory and you don't put out the production that you're supposed to meet so they can sell the product, you don't have a job. Okay? And honestly, guys, I hate to bust your bubble, but the world is coming to, you know, paid by your job. They just are. A lot of them are already doing it. Car salesmen, call centers, they're already paying by the job. Okay? They're paying commission-based. Because people are good, it's scared, jobs are just going to be so scarce because of the computer, okay, that if you don't produce, they can go hire somebody else that's more desperate than you to work for cheaper. Okay, so think about that. Don't be left out in the cold. Okay, this is it's not really techie. It's not hard. We have everything so simplified. All you have to do is promote a website. That's it. We're going to teach you how to go on Facebook, how to go on Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Craigslist, we're going to teach you all of that. It's so simple, okay? It's not hard. We work a couple hours a day. So I want to kind of go over with you past versus present, okay? And I'm going to teach you something. Before, okay, back in the actually a couple of years ago, if you sold something like Scentsy or Avon, whatever, what did you have to do? Well, number one, you had to go put books out. Okay, you had to tell your family and friends, hey, you know, won't you buy some Avon from me? All right. Nowadays, you don't have to do that anymore. You can put an ad out on the internet and it does the same thing, right? So you're not out time going here and going there, gas, being away from your family, right? You just spend a couple hours putting an ad on the internet. That's easy, right? Number two, what happens whenever you said, hey, you know, you want to buy this product. You want to try this out, the Scentsy product. Well, number one, you're going to have to exchange phone numbers with them in order to deliver the product. Okay, so in other words, you got something, you got baggage, right? You got baggage. I don't want to have to deal with any type of baggage, okay? I don't want to deal with products and having to ship them and deliver them. That takes time away from my stuff, right? So now, instead of exchanging phone numbers, people put in their email, right? How simple is that? And the whole time that people are doing this, you're out spending the day with your family. It's automated, right? So Then what happens is, after y'all exchange phone numbers, addresses, and all that, you got to show the product. You got to tell about the product, right? Well, Skin's So Soft, gosh, it's good with mosquitoes, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's cheap, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do that now. Once people put it in their email, they're going to be sent to a video. It does work for you. And guess what? Most of the time you're out spending the day with your kids. Really. That's what I do. Okay? The last thing is, let's say that they were kind of on the fence. Well, get back with me, you know, I don't know. Well, before, you would have to call them up and say, hey, you know, you would express interest about this product. You know, are you still interested? And all the while you're hoping, right? You're hoping that they're going to say yeah. And if they say no, you feel crushed, right? You're just like, well, gosh, that stinks. It's called rejection. People they don't like rejection. It doesn't feel good, okay? Now, in today's world, you send an email out to 1,500 people that have gave their email addresses to you. It's called an autoresponder, and you go spend the day with your kids. Seriously, guys, it's all automated. So most of the emails that you get from me, they're automated. I'll put them out at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I go spend the day with my kids. And what do I do in the email? I say, hey, go watch this video. You got to sign up for this. You got to join us. It's freaking awesome. $100 a day. And you know what I'm doing while you're doing that? I'm out spending the day with my kids. It's awesome. So we have an automated process where all you have to do is focus on putting out some simple ads. However you want to do it. I don't care how you do it, right? Maybe you want to put a sign up on your vehicle. That's fine too. You can do it any way you want to. It's your business. And the whole time, it's an automated process. They see your website. They go to it. What do? They put their email in. Most of you put an email in to get to mine tonight, okay? Well, what does that allow me to do? It allows me to follow up with you without calling you, okay? You're more apt to open an email than you are to talk to me on the phone. And I don't want to talk on the phone. I'm not going to lie. I could do my work in 2 hours, and the rest of the day it's working for me while I'm out hanging out with my kids at ball games, right? So a lot of people that have joined up with me, they're like, well, you know, you're just so hard to get in touch with. That's why I choose to spend the time with my kids, because you know what? Your kids are only little once. And when I quit those 5, let me give you a little bit about my story. I was actually a nurse. Still am. I work maybe once every 6 months just so I can keep my license good. But anyways, I was working literally, okay, 12-hour days, 5 days a week. I didn't get to go to ball games. I didn't get to hang out with my kids. I was on my feet for 12 hours a day working my freaking tail off, okay? And if you're in the nursing field, you can relate. And my mom got sick. And my mom was 51. She was young. So her husband, she took care of him all her life. He didn't even know where the bed blankets were, seriously. So I had to take time off from work to go take care of my mom. She needed me. We found out she had cancer. So I did that for 3 months. And she passed away the day after Thanksgiving. So I called my agency up, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go back to work. And they were like, well, we just don't need you. Have you ever been told that? No matter if, I mean, say you called in when your kids were sick. They don't care. They just don't. It's all about money to them. It's not like that here with us. We care about you. You aren't just a number in the system. But anyways, it was right there at Christmas time. I didn't have a choice. And I knew that if I went out and got a job, it's a 2-week holdback. A lot of times it's 3 weeks before you get paid. I didn't have that time. I lost everything that I'd worked hard for. I went to nursing school. I got a brand new car. I got a brand new Mustang. I had all that. I lost it all because my mom got sick. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world, and I wouldn't have done anything different. And it just goes to show you that good things come into your path for a reason. Do they not? This came into my path when I needed it most. But the question is, had I not been receptacle to receive it, had I said, that's a scam, which I did at first. I'm not going to lie. I was scared. But had I not took faith and took action, I would not be making $10,000 a month right now. And that's scary. So what I want to say to you before we wrap this up is your best thinking has gotten you exactly where you are today. And those of you that have been on here, you know this is my favorite saying because it really hit home with me. If you're not making the money that you want to make, you're going to have to change your way of thinking. So maybe you think this isn't real. Maybe you think, I don't have the money, whatever. I had a girl, if you're on my Facebook page, she didn't have the money to get started either. And then the girl couldn't even feed her kids. She was to that point. So I did a case study with her, and I said, you know, if I can help you make some money, I'll help you get one person. Will you know this is real, and will you promise me to give me everything you got and work hard and change your life? And she did. She did. So she's living proof, and I'm actually working on a interview with her. So anyways, I urge you to get started. I'm going to share my screen one more time. My voice is going out. So you should be on a page like this with the video right here. And you should see a chat right here. Okay? Right here is the video. If you click on it, it should take you to a video. Okay? Here's the 3 steps to complete. Or you could come down here and complete them just like this. Okay? That's simple, guys. This is the ticket to where you want to go. The question is, do you want to go? Are you truly sick of being broke? Because I was. When you get sick of it, you'll do something about it. But we're here to inspire you. We're here to teach you. And you'll find that we do this a lot. We do it every Tuesday night because we want people to see that we're real people. Okay? Because I know this internet stuff's scary. I know. I was sitting in your shoes. We're here every Tuesday night. We talk about it. We tell our stories. We tell our struggles. We do, on Thursday nights, we do live training for our team. It's team members only. We teach them new ways to do things. If we come across something new, we teach it to our team because we want them to be successful too, right? And you can look in this chat here. There are some team members on here. You can ask any one of them. They'll tell you. We give everything back to our team. So it's not just about us making money. It's about our team making money as well. Because we're a big family. So what do you need to do right now? Number 1, you need to make a decision. I mean, you just do. It's time. If you're not making $10,000 a month, it's time. Number 2, you need to get started below. Complete the 3 steps. It'll take you maybe an hour if you sit down, focus on it, get it done, and you're done. You never ever have to do those offers again, but you still get to collect over and over and over. I spent $12 2.5 years ago. $12. And I make almost pretty much right about, it averages out, but most of the time pretty close to $10,000. So with that, I'm going to end the broadcast because I think you know what you need to do, and I think you need to go ahead and get started. If for some reason that you don't have a video at the bottom of this page, go back to the person that brought you here. They'll tell you where to go. Anybody have anything else? If not, then let's make some money.
No, I think that was awesome. Like I said it was awesome. I said, pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. Bye.